Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about taste and the digestion. Taste is nothing but it is the ability to determine the flavor of the food. That is called as a taste. Here on the tongue there are taste buds were present, and these taste buds contain the taste receptor cells, and these taste receptor cells sends and signals to the brain. By this we can understand the taste of the food. Let us discuss these taste buds. These taste buds were present on the small bump on the tongue. Bump is nothing but a skin on the tongue that we call as a papillae, and each taste bud has a taste receptor cells. Next, five basic taste. What are the five basic tastes were present? That is sweet, sour, salt, bitter, and umami. Then let us discuss the location of these taste buds. Sweet. This sweet is mainly present on the tip of the tongue. Here the sweet is present. The sweet taste buds were present on the tip of the tongue. And next one is sour. Sour is nothing but ಹುಳಿ. ಹುಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಡ್ ವ್ಯೂದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That is on the back of the tongue. Back side of the tongue. Next one is salt. Salt is present on the sides but on the front part of the tongue. That is in the front part of the tongue on the sides. And next one is bitter. Bitter is mainly present on the back, and umami, this taste is present all over the tongue, not only on the front, back, it was distributed over the tongue. And next, other sensations. This tongue not only sense the taste of the food, but also it tastes the temperature and also texture. Temperature is nothing but whether it is a cold or hot. Next one is digestion. What is meant by the digestion? Digestion is nothing but the process of breaking down of the food into the smaller particle is called as digestion. Mainly, the digestion starts with a mouth. Digestion is mainly starts with the mouth. In the mouth, the tongues grind the food particles. Grind means ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That food particles will combine with the saliva which is present on our mouth. In our mouth, saliva is present. That food particle is mixed up with the saliva, and this saliva contains the salivary amylase. It contains the enzyme called as the salivary amylase, and this salivary amylase converts the starch into the sugar. Starch is nothing but it is a type of the carbohydrate which is mainly present on the food, and that starch is converted into the sugar by the enzyme called as a salivary amylase. Next one is pharynx and esophagus. Yes, here we see the pipe-like structure. This pipe-like structure is called as the pharynx and esophagus, and this pharynx and esophagus they help to move the food down into the stomach by a process. That process we call as a peristalsis. Peristalsis is nothing but food is moving in such a way that it is just moving like a wave like a structure. It is moving like a this wave like a structure. Hence it is called as a peristalsis of the curriculum. Once the food reaches the stomach, this stomach is a J-shaped structure. Its structure is just like a J-shaped, and stomach also it contains certain enzymes, and also it contains HCl, that is a hydrochloric acid. The main function of a hydrochloric acid is kills the enzymes and germs whichever present on the stomach. And next, pepsin enzyme also present. This pepsin enzymes it's help to digest the protein. There are two enzymes which are present in the stomach. One enzyme which will produce a hydrochloric acid, and another one is pepsin enzyme. Pepsin enzyme it's help to digest a protein. Whenever the food reaches the stomach, it is in the semi-liquid kind. Semi-liquid means nothing but half is liquid. It is just not half part of the food is liquid. It is a totally it will become a liquid in certain form, not completely liquid. Whenever initial stage the food is in the solid but now become the semi-liquid. The question may be arises like this. Name the part of the digestive system where food becomes the semi-liquid kind, that is the stomach. Next, the food will move from stomach to the small intestine. This small intestine is the longest part of the digestive system, and this small intestine, it also receives a bile, that is a bile juice from the liver, and store that bile juice in the gallbladder, and also it will get a pancreatic juice from the pancreas. And also the small intestine is an intestinal juice for the final digestion. What if the food reached stomach, then it will move to the small intestine, but small intestine has a intestinal juice. It will done the final digestion. Whatever the digestion finally happen, that will be done by the small intestine using an enzyme, not enzyme, it is a juice called as an intestinal juice. And also small intestine is absorb the nutrients. After that, whatever the part that has been gets in the small intestine, it will move to the large intestine. In the large intestine, it will absorb the water molecules, nutrients, etc. And the fecus is preferred. That is, a fecus means it is a digestive waste, and that digestive waste is absorbed by the here rectum and anus. This last partner that will be removes the digestive waste that we call as a fecus, whether it may be solid or liquid, whatever it may be. Just recap whatever the things we learned in this class. First, taste is nothing but it is an ability to determine the flavor of the food, and mainly on the tongue there is a taste bud is present, and this taste bud is help to determine the taste of the food. And these taste buds were present on the small bumps, that is a skin, that is called as a papillae, and these taste buds contain the taste receptor cells, and these taste receptor cells, it help to send, or it sends a signals to the brain. Next point, five taste, that is a sweet, salt, sour, bitter, and umami. This sweet is present on the front or tip of the tongue, and salt is mainly present on the front side, and sour is present on the back side, bitter is present on the back of the tongue, and this umami is present all over the tongue. And apart from the tasting, the tongue also performs the two functions, that is detecting or sensation of temperature and texture. Structure is nothing but smooth and hard. Next is about the digestion. Our digestion mainly starts with the mouth. In the mouth, the food particle will be ground into the smaller pieces, and it will combine with the saliva, and the saliva has the salivary amylases. The salivary amylases convert the food, that is starch, into the sugar. From that, it will passes through the esophagus and pharynx, which is a pipe-like structure. Then by a movement, that movement we call it as a peristalsis. Then it will reach the J-shaped structure called the stomach. Stomach has a hydrochloric acid and also pepsin enzyme. This hydrochloric acid, it will kill all the germs which are present in the stomach, and this pepsin, it helps to digest the protein. From that, it will goes to the small intestine. The small intestine is the largest part of the digestive system, and small intestine, it has an intestinal juice which will make the final digestion, and from that it will move to the large intestine. It will absorb the water and whatever it may be, that is the nutrients, vitamins, etc., minerals, and it will make the fecus. Fecus is the digestive waste. After that, it will reaches to the anus and rectum, which is a digestive waste, and it will remove that digestive waste from the body. Thank you.